How did police trick Tiger Woods into incriminating himself, making him believe that they were his biggest fans? We're going to break down that psychology. So now, let's get started.
Is anybody in the car?
No, he's out. So I pulled up after it happened. And
Who's involved? Who's involved?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. It's Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I think the vehicle skimmed here because it broke off a metal piece here, and the wheel well goes here.
Okay.
So he plowed here and then kind of, I think the vehicle went like this. Is what I'm thinking.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? It kind of ramped.
Here, somehow Tiger flips his car. He says that he was looking at his phone and somehow clipped the trailer that was in front of him and then flipped his SUV on its side. Whether you like Tiger or not, or think he should never drive again because he's just always getting into these very interesting accidents.
You're overreacting, you stupid Swedish cow! Ah, you!
Windows broken. The wife of Woods taking a golf club to the glass.
Stop breaking through the window, Kenny! Oh, I'm gonna crash, I'm gonna crash!
Ah, look what you did, you crazy...
His Cadillac SUV mangled after running into a fire hydrant and striking a tree.
That's not what this video is about. We're going to be breaking down some of the police tactics to get someone to incriminate themselves.
I'm going to have Tiger sit in your car just so he's away from everybody. Yeah, you're good. Are you all right? Are you in any pain?
No pain.
No back pain, no neck pain?
No.
Knee?
Nope.
Nothing.
He lets Tiger sit in his black SUV to get out of the attention of any media or any onlookers to see who it is that is involved in this crash. Also to make him feel comfortable, as if this black SUV police cruiser is just like a black SUV limousine that Tiger surely spends a lot of time in.
How'd you guys been doing on that league? Good, right?
Alright, boss, the final.
Now this police officer makes golf small talk with Tiger to make him feel a little more comfortable in the situation, so he trusts the police a little bit more during this investigation. What this police officer is doing is what's called ingratiation.
My good buddy is a canine handler for Gardens PD.
Yeah.
And he was over there doing bomb sweeps and stuff.
Okay.
Over there, so.
We've seen him in there.
There's a couple of them in there.
Yeah.
Then he brings up how his buddy is on the canine force to ensure the golf course's security that Tiger Woods plays on. What that officer is trying to do is create that commonality and reciprocity of kindness. We talked about this a lot with interrogation tactics that police and FBI use. Building rapport with the suspect, creating empathy, and feelings of reciprocity where the suspect feels like they owe the police officer something, whether the police officer is nice to them and gets them a sandwich during the interrogation.
Do you want something to eat? I've got some stuff.
I would love that.
What would you like? I've got some pizza Hot Pocket.
Pizza Hot Pockets would be good. But I mean, you don't have to, like, I don't.
No, we can get you something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Naturally, the suspect is going to feel those feelings of reciprocity where they feel like they have to do something back for the police officer and give the police officer information. Those feelings of reciprocity are innate to human behavior. There's very few people that would be given something of value, or someone gives them of something of value and don't even respond and just like, oh, well, okay, I'm good, and just walk away. Right? It's actually difficult for us to do that.
How was that sandwich?
I don't like the sauce. I feel like a trap. No, I'm sure.
The point is that you need to be very careful of the actual psychological dynamics that are going on in a situation like this when police arrive on scene. And the psychological tricks that police use are in no way exclusive to just the interrogation room, where they may try to psychologically influence you to do something which is going to be extremely incriminating to you, which we'll see here in this video.
We got the tow truck's gonna come and roll your car over, and I'll have them try to get the clubs out. I don't want to have to shatter your window to get them out.
Now the police officer here is telling Tiger all the things that he's going to do for him to make Tiger feel like he's being treated special and that the police are on his side and they wouldn't try to handcuff him and arrest him.
So at this time you're under arrest for DUI, yes sir.
People who aren't in this field don't understand how two-faced some police can be. This is not a knock against them. It's just their job. They're just used to being very two-faced, right? They're very used to acting very kind, getting someone to incriminate themselves, and then telling them to turn around and put their hands behind their back.
Go ahead and place your hands behind your back. Place them behind your back. There you go.
People who aren't in this field don't understand that the police officer being really nice to you is not a police officer being your friend. The police officer is nice to you so that you give up information, whether incriminating someone else, incriminating yourself, which could possibly lead to an arrest to solve a crime or prevent a crime or anything in between. Police officers are not your friends. They're acting with ingratiation to get information from you. Therefore, Tiger Woods is thinking, or at least feeling, like they're fans of mine, they know what I do, they know who I am. They wouldn't possibly arrest me after all of this.
Other than the clubs, is there anything else in there that you absolutely need at the moment?
No, just the sticks.
Just the sticks, okay.
Now the police are acting all accommodating to Tiger, asking if there's anything in his SUV that he absolutely needs before it gets towed.
It's only minus the putter, right?
Yeah.
Not the putter, okay.
Now acting all jovial with Tiger to share a laugh with him.
Yeah, you can stand. Yeah. I mean, there's nobody coming out here.
Yeah.
We blocked everything off. Yeah, we blocked everything off. You're safe to walk.
They blocked off maybe the entire street here just for Tiger, making Tiger feel even more special, that they don't want the paparazzi coming in or any other photographs coming in of Tiger's unfortunate situation here.
You realize how tall you were, man. Everybody looks short on TV, right?
Now the officer compliments Tiger, telling him how tall he is, which is a compliment to a man. But did you notice what he says right here? Watch that part again.
Everybody looks short on TV, right?
Yes, he brings up television to make Tiger feel like he's been watching Tiger on television and is a fan of Tiger's. Again, these ingratiation tactics that police officers use are not at all exclusive to Tiger or a famous person. They'll use it with you if they found out that you're in a certain field. They'll talk about that and talk about all their commonality with you in that field. Police officers are constantly on the lookout for information from you. They want you to speak openly and honestly with them, so they know the more kindness they show towards you, the more information you will share, and also the more likely you will cooperate with whatever tests that they want to conduct on you, specifically in these types of situations here.
Mr. Woods. Come on. Mr. Woods, get you to hang out down here with us, please.
Now the police want Tiger to stay close by to them. You know why? Yes, it's because he's not free to go since he's a suspect in a criminal offense. However, they of course don't tell him that. You know why? Yes, it's because if they tell him that right now, then he'll be less likely to cooperate further with them. Similar to how it works with interrogations and what we discussed with interrogations on this channel, they don't tell you you're a suspect until they absolutely have to tell you you're a suspect. And they do that to encourage cooperation in the interrogation process.
Also, another little admin thing that I do just to sort of kind of cover my butt whenever I have people in here talking is to go over a Miranda waiver.
Just a little admin thing like reading you your Miranda warning.
It doesn't mean that you're in trouble. It's just because you're in a police station, and I want you to be absolutely certain of your rights.
They may read you a Miranda warning and just frame it as a formality. However, they read you your Miranda warning, and now you're Mirandized, and anything you say and do will be held against you in a court of law. No one may ever tell you this except me, but I'm going to tell you this now. If they ever read you your Miranda warning, you are very likely a suspect.
Just keep you down here with us, please.
Yeah, I was just talking to the president.
Trying to get away from
Now Tiger Woods is trying to further amplify his clout with the officer by mentioning that he just spoke with the President of the United States. Also to help excuse why he wanted the privacy of walking down that road was to have the privacy of talking to the President of the United States. And Tiger Woods has known Donald Trump for decades, and then now Vanessa Trump, Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife, is now dating Tiger Woods, so the Trump family apparently knows Tiger Woods quite well. And I think you're starting to notice here is that there's this subliminal interaction going on between the police officers and Tiger Woods and the police officers, where Tiger Woods is trying to amplify his clout as high as possible to make the police officers more likely to be on his side. And then you have the police officers who are happy to feed into that by giving Tiger Woods a false sense of security here. For Tiger Woods to believe that the police officers are on his side and are not going to possibly arrest him here, which would increase Tiger Woods' willingness to overshare information with the police officers and oblige to the police officers' requests voluntarily.
Unfortunately, for the accident, you are at fault. Yep. And subsequently, you are issued a citation for careless driving resulting in a crash. Yep. All right. It is a moving violation, so fines now be 163 4.2 the assessment of driving reckless.
At this point, Tiger just thinks it's a traffic ticket. Yeah, he's at fault. So, take the traffic ticket and just pay the money and maybe pay an attorney to get out of this. However, that's what they want him to think. Now comes the criminal penalty.
I have another deputy.
How are you?
Hey, how you doing, ma'am?
Good. My name is Deputy Lebanon with the Marin County Sheriff's Office Traffic DUI
Yes,
unit.
ma'am.
Okay, so Deputy Gideon request that I respond here
Yes.
to conduct a DUI investigation on you.
Now, in nervousness of being told it's being investigated as DUI, Tiger Woods suddenly gets the hiccups.
And where are you coming from today?
My house?
Your house. Where's your house at?
462.
Okay. So right down the street?
Yes.
Okay.
Typically at this point, in the criminal side of the investigation, the suspect is going to continue to speak to the police. Do you know why? Yes, it's because they were already speaking to the police. Psychologically, people enjoy the comfort of congruency. So psychologically, he's going to continue to speak to the police even in the criminal side of this investigation.
Are you willing to perform a few field sobriety exercises just to ensure that you're safe to operate the motor vehicle? Okay.
Did you notice that Tiger Woods incongruently shakes his head no as he says sure? Watch that part again.
To operate the motor vehicle? Okay.
Yeah, he does not want to do the field sobriety test, but likely feels a little pressured into it because of all that goodwill that the police officers built with Tiger earlier, and probably feeling like they'll be lenient with him.
Besides your leg, do you have any medical conditions that I need to know about?
Tiger Woods is still hiccuping. The officer asks him if he has any medical conditions that may prohibit him from accurately conducting these types of field sobriety tests. So Tiger naturally thinks that, okay, well, if I tell them I have all these surgeries and all these things that are wrong with me from being such an athlete or really from having so many car crashes in the past.
In February of 2021, Tiger Woods was driving a Genesis SUV on a windy road near Los Angeles when he crashed. At the time, police said he was speeding. That SUV crossed the center median and hit a tree. The crash left Woods critically injured, at least his leg, and it wasn't known at the time whether he'd ever be able to play golf professionally again.
That he'll be given an easier field sobriety test where he can more easily pass the field sobriety test. However, what he apparently doesn't know is that the alternate sitting field sobriety test is a lot more difficult than the standard standing field sobriety test.
Are you able to walk, lift your leg with no issues, or do you have?
I'll have a leg.
You have a leg?
And my ankle's fused.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, since you do have injuries, I'm going to have you seated, and we're going to have you perform seated exercises. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Did you take all of them today?
Yes.
Yeah? At what time? In the morning, night?
Morning.
Tiger is apparently so nervous here, he can't stop hiccuping. I think at this point, Tiger knows is that this is not going to look good on the front page of tabloid magazines.
So what you're going to do is look at my pen right here, okay? And with your eyes and your eyes only, you're going to follow that. Don't move your head. Do you understand?
You got it.
Perfect.
You may be wondering why in field sobriety tests, officers typically check your eyes and your eye movement, usually with a flashlight. Do you know why? Yes, they're checking for neurological signs of impairment. Alcohol or other substances affect the brain's ability to control smooth eye movements. When intoxicated, the eyes jerk involuntarily when tracking a moving object. Basically, they're looking for physical signs that your brain's motor control is off, which is hard to fake or control consciously.
Left,
To what?
just like I explained and demonstrated. Remember to return your hand back to your side. I'm not going to keep reminding you.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, do you know why they do those other types of physical tests, like moving your hand to your nose and balancing on one foot? Those tests are tapping into coordination and motor control, which rely on the cerebellum and other brain regions. This is the cerebellum that just fell off. Alcohol or drugs disrupt the smooth automatic coordination between your brain and your muscles. When you try to do something like touch your nose with your eyes closed, it requires fine spatial awareness and precise timing. impairment makes you miss or wobble. Similarly, rapid hand movement or balancing on one foot involves complex pathways that get thrown off. So these tests you typically see done are intended to be practical snapshots of whether your brain's motor planning and execution are intact or impaired.
When I tell you to begin, you're going to turn your top hand over and count out loud 1. Then turn your hand back over and count out loud 2. Counting only when your hands make contact, like this. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so one here,
so
2 here.
Yes, sir. Only when your hands make contact. So 1, 2, 1,
That's 1.
2. Yes, sir. Okay. You're going to repeat this. Speed up as you go and do not stop until told.
Okay.
Make sure you keep your hands and fingers parallel during each pat like this. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You understand? Do you have any questions? Alrighty, go ahead and begin.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Make sure you speed up as you go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
However, the problem is that these tests are often so impossible to pass, even a completely sober person will possibly fail them. In all of my time in this field, never have I ever seen an officer completely satisfied with the driver's performance in any of these field sobriety tests that they say, oh, well, you're perfectly okay now, go drive away. However, these tests seem to be done as evidence against you to self-incriminate, where they're used to show in a court case against you how impaired you actually are.
Do you understand the instructions? Okay, what were the instructions?
Not to sing the national anthem backwards.
Not to sing the national anthem backwards? Okay.
I've personally never seen it used to the driver's benefit. There's no way by doing these tests you're ever going to change the officer's mind from doing any kind of breathalyzer test, blood test, or possibly even urine test on you. They're still going to ask you to do that, even if you score 100% on all of these field sobriety tests, which, as we talked about, is basically set up for you to fail.
When I say begin, you must perform 4 tasks, okay? Your first task is to count out loud from 1 to 4 while you move your fist in a step-like fashion, making contact between each fist. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? The second task is to memorize the position of your fist after you counted to 4. Clap your hands 3 times and return your fist to the memorized position. So after you count 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to memorize the position of your fist and then clap 3 times. And then return to the memorized position. Your third task is to move your fist in a step-like fashion in reverse order, counting out loud from 5 to 8 and return your left fist to the center of your chest. So you're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Your fourth task is to open your hands with your palms down and place them on your lap. So after you complete the task, you're going to open your hands up and place them on your lap.
They're asking Tiger to do all these like weird tests, you know, all these weird patterns of movement. I could never do them. Completely sober, I can never do them.
All right, that'll work. I'm going to have you hop out with me, okay?
The officer leads Galanakis into the front seat of his squad car.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot?
You want to blow me real quick?
I don't want to blow you.
Officer Winters asks Galanakis to perform a series of field sobriety tests.
Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then walking perfectly on a line, sometimes they'll have you do...
How many steps did I say to take?
Like 8 or 9?
I said 9. Why'd you take 14 and then 15?
I thought you were going to tell me when to turn.
I said to count your steps out loud.
And hop on 1 foot.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
During this, keep your arms down your side. Why are you shaking so much?
It's freezing, man. Look at you got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining. And you false accusing me, so of course I'm going to be a little nervous.
Saying the ABCs backwards? What? The test seems to be meant to make you fail so that they have to do the breathalyzer then.
You're showing some very strong signs of impairment.
Am I?
Officer Winters finally performs a breathalyzer test.
You ready?
Yep.
The zeros can be seen on the body camera video.
But here's the problem. If you pass the breathalyzer and then you failed the field sobriety because you didn't know your ABCs backwards and you couldn't hop on one foot because some people just can't do that, then they have probable cause to arrest you to do a blood test and maybe even a urine test.
During my field sobriety, it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Okay. Why's your field sobriety so poor?
Because since you failed the field sobriety test, they have probable cause that you are under the influence of something other than alcohol. Maybe some kind of drug, prescription drug. So they may arrest you to do a blood and urine test.
No weed. I don't smoke weed. I play college football. I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Right now you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
I'm not intoxicated. Sir, I'm not intoxicated. I blew zero.
A drug recognition expert later determined Gallinakis was not intoxicated at the time he was pulled over.
Everyone has to make their own decisions and their own choices, but I would never do any field sobriety test at all. Because it's too subjective. If I can't say my ABCs backwards and I can't hop on one foot sufficiently while also touching my nose and any kind of other acrobatics that the police officer wants me to do, including walking on a line and then jumping every so often with one foot, they'll take me into the police station because I failed the field sobriety test and they think I'm still impaired, so they want to do a blood and urine test because they're thinking maybe it's something drug related. And then of course, all those tests, those blood and urine tests, come back negative. However, since according to them, I failed their field sobriety test, they theoretically can still charge me with impaired driving. If you want to do a breathalyzer, I'll do a breathalyzer. If you want to do urine, blood, if you want to go that far, fine, I'll do that. I'll exonerate myself there. But I am not going to play your games of jumping on one foot and for you to have that against me and then me agreeing to do that, meaning that I just incriminated myself for something that I didn't even do. I'm not, of course, telling anyone how to get out of anything, just saying the fact that if you're stopped under the influence, you're not going to get out of it by doing a field sobriety test and satisfying the officer with just that. Instead, it appears you'll just be incriminating yourself by doing a field sobriety test and having that on camera. In other words, don't drive impaired, because if you get caught, you're not going to get out of it. So don't think you can get out of it by just doing a field sobriety test, because you'll likely never satisfy any officer by just passing a field sobriety test, even if you can pass a field sobriety test.
Go ahead and begin. They're all done?
And then, of course, at least partially because Tiger Woods couldn't pass their field sobriety test, which was, I would say, nearly impossible for anyone to pass in the first place, they arrested Tiger Woods.
Okay, go ahead and stand up for me.
And notice here at this moment, Tiger Woods thought putting his hands behind his back was just part of the field sobriety test.
Face my car. Okay, go ahead and place your hands behind your back. Place them behind your back. There you go. So at this time, I do believe your normal faculties are impaired, okay? And you're under the unknown substance, okay? So at this time, you're under arrest for DUI. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's because Tiger Woods thought he built enough goodwill with the officers, and the officers were such good fans of his that they would never arrest Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods had 2 hydrocodone pills in his pocket when he was arrested for driving under the influence. According to a newly released affidavit, the opioid is used to treat severe pain. New documents also revealing more details about the star golfer's alleged condition Friday afternoon. His eyes were bloodshot and glassy, his pupils extremely dilated, his movement described as lethargic and slow, and his speech thick-tongued, according to the documents, which also say Woods had the hiccups and was sweating profusely, even while seated in a vehicle with cool air flowing. But the arresting officer also writes Woods was extremely alert and talkative.
Tiger Woods posted a statement on Twitter days later. It reads, "I know and understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in today. I am stepping away for a period of time to seek treatment and focus on my health."
Down in the comments, why do you think Tiger Woods is just such a terrible driver? Let everyone know in the comments below. Subscribe for more. And if you want exclusive content and channel perks, hit that join button now below, because your support makes all of this possible. Do you think you can pass that test sober? I don't think I can. See you next time.